Shalom, family. Shalom. I guess it's a little light at the end of the tunnel, but I'm not, I'm kind of lukewarm on this one. But I'm glad the DA down there in Georgia, she got bounced by the citizens from office. She got what she deserved. In this society, you can't trust no part of the law and the people involved in it. These are the ones that keep systematic racism going, what they're trying to deny. Yeah. So we'll just give it a few moments. And I have an article on the election in Georgia. Shalom, everybody. Boy, I wish I could go down there and throw her out myself. I would definitely gladly go down there and grab her and throw her out on the streets myself. Yeah, when a DA, you vote on a DA. That's why election night was not just for people like Donald Trump in the Senate and Congress. You vote on a lot of initiatives, just like in my state, they voted on legalizing marijuana. That was on election night. So it's many things. And some of the DAs around the country, they were also part of the election too. They don't just get placed in the office, not unless by chance one of them, lose and get bounced out of office. And then you might have an interim person coming in until the next election cycle. But you got to vote for them just like any other, official in this country. So there are many things that happen on election night. It really doesn't just pertain to the president. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt, True Royal, that there are people, that Trump knows that will gladly help him stay in office. I have no doubt about that. These folks are shady. And they'll cheat, lie, and do whatever they can to get their way. Wouldn't doubt it. All right, y'all, we got 118 people between my two channels. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the story. Let me share my screen with you. Okay, please give me a 1 if you can see my screen, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. I know there's a delay. Sometimes y'all be hitting a 1 and it just takes a while to pop up. There we go. Thank you. Okay, you remember Miss Thing here, this DA that went above and beyond trying to protect the McMichaels and not even giving any consideration or thought to the victim, who was Ahmaud Arbery. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, in America, you can't trust a DA any more than you can trust a cop. And we have seen this multiple times. Now, you may remember when Amy Klobuchar was running for president, she was a DA in Minnesota. Not one cop was convicted in shooting unarmed Black people there. Not one cop. Not one cop. And we see what's happening in the Breonna Taylor case. Daniel Cameron could care less about Breonna Taylor getting her day in court. He is concerned about the cops. So just like you can't trust police officers in America, you can't trust a DA either. You can't. They are all on the same team. Now, I'm glad this woman was unseated, but we don't know how this man is going to operate. This is Keith Higgins, who defeated her. We don't know how he's going to operate in office. So, I mean, I'm not going to cheer too loudly because we know the history of America. These are the people that keep systematic racism going. So, this is the Daily Beast, November 5th. 2020, Georgia DA who oversaw Ahmaud Arbery case ousted on election day. The Georgia district attorney who initially oversaw the investigation of Ahmaud Arbery's murder was unseated on election day. Jackie Johnson, who's under federal investigation for her handling of Arbery's case, lost to independent Keith Higgins by a sizable margin. It was huge. He got 66% of the vote. She only got 34%. So this is what I would call a landslide. He kicked her butt in this election. And this is according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution reports. The soon-to-be former DA was the first prosecutor called into investigating the Ahmaud Arbery case, a 25-year-old Black man who authorities said was shot and killed while jogging on February 23rd by a white man, Gregory McMichael, who she was trying to protect and keep them out of jail. That was her goal. And his son, Travis McMichael. And remember, Gregory McMichael was an investigator in her office at one time before he retired. And then this case was handed off to a second prosecutor. And that second prosecutor refused to do anything. See, this is what I'm saying, y'all. You cannot trust a prosecutor any more than you can trust a cop. Glenn County Commissioner have claimed that Johnson's office told them not to make arrest. Allegations the DA office deem vicious lie. So she's saying they're lying, but there are people within her office that said she told them not to touch the McMichaels. Don't arrest them. And we know she's lying. We know she is. Charges weren't brought against the pair until 2 months later, until Georgia Bureau of Investigation took over the case when damning video of the shooting was brought to light. And that's another thing. She was trying real hard not to let this video go out of Ahmaud Arbery. So I'm glad she's out, but I'm still proceeding with caution about this new man that's going to be taking her spot. But in this case of the election, the people of Brunswick, Georgia, has spoken. They wanted her ass gone, and they got rid of her. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see what happens. You know, there's a lot of people, especially True Royal. She's following this case very closely. So we will see what kind of details will come out when this new DA is sworn in and he finally takes over the case. Am I hopeful? I'm not sure. You know what I mean? I can't even trust these new guys that come in. I mean, after all, look at the Amber Geiger case. It was a switching of the DAs in that case, and look at the lightweight sentence she ended up getting. You know, so just because you get a new DA don't mean you're going to get good results. So just cautiously watch this thing and we'll see what happens as far as the McMichaels and that Roddy guy and see what kind of sentencing they get. So that's all I have to say on this. Y'all, you know, we can never lose sight of how many people have gotten off, not only police officers, but citizens too, for killing one of us unarmed. We have seen it multiple times. You can't expect us to have faith in a system that has never given us good results. So it's unrealistic for you to believe we should have all this trust in a system that has showed us over and over and over that you're not going to lift a finger for people in the Black community that are victims. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to deliver that news to you because we did not hear much about the local elections that came out of Georgia. So this is one of them. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. I do appreciate you coming and spending some time with me on this live stream. You're all deeply appreciated. You may think I'm doing something for you, but you're doing plenty for me by just being there. And I do appreciate each and every one of you. So please enjoy the rest of your day, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be coming back to do this again sometime soon with a whole different story. Shalom, family.